What's up, guys? Burnout Box episode 49, 1 week before the 50th anniversary, although I feel the 50th anniversary doesn't really mean anything because there's 52 weeks in a year.
I thought it was 48.
Oh, yeah, it's the 48th. Is it the 48th? Wait, hold on. I call bull honky because the document that we prepared says 49.
Oh, no.
Snap.
Who
You
even
set
knows?
me up for failure. You set me up for failure, Carrie.
I think we're on 49.
Are we on 49?
Yeah.
All right, Chris, figure this
48
out.
was last week.
We don't know.
48 was last week.
Well, I wasn't
I
here.
was really confused too. Like this is something of like really paramount importance.
Last week was 47.
No.
Yep.
How come? Okay, well, all right, 40. So I guess we're on 48, y'all.
So, anyways, hi.
Sorry.
Okay, we're on 48. It's not 49. Let's see. All right, let me hit out comments and then. All
I'm
right.
apparently just gonna sit over here and spill my Diet Coke.
Yeah, go for it. What's up, Ken Ingram?
Hi, Ken.
Max, Santa Claus, wine, champagne glasses, wine again. Oh, no, that's champagne glasses, wine.
Oh.
I agree.
Is Santa drunk?
I'm drinking water, but I wish I was with Santa. Happy Festivus, everyone. No, what is this Nazi BS? We say Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you, Tim.
Oh, I love Festivus. Festivus for the rest of us.
the hell's
The
that?
airing of grievances.
What are you talking
It's
about?
from Seinfeld.
It's from Seinfeld. We
you
need to
after
put
the
up a
show.
metal. We need to put up a metal
I was
rod.
born in 94. Was that even
Me
happening
too.
before I was born in 94?
We need to
Yeah,
put up
this
a metal
is an
rod.
old people show.
Yeah, sorry, guys.
Donnie, you would like Festivus. You put up a metal rod and you get to tell people
I'm
off on
down.
what you think about them.
You get to what?
You tell people off. It's the airing of grievances.
Why do I need a metal rod to do that? I do
Yeah, I
it to
just do
people's
that
face.
anyway.
Because it's a holiday for everybody.
It's a holiday for everybody. That's right.
All right, I'm going to move on. Luke Bonzani, drink 50 beers for the anniversary. Oh, man. I mean, throughout the day.
50 beers is a lot of beers.
Yeah, I could do throughout the day.
Is it episode 50 or is it episode 5.0?
Now next week's
Now
going to be
it's
special.
significant.
Oh, man, but we're going to have to
This
change.
is so good.
Wait, so is this episode 48 or 49?
This is 48.
Okay,
48.
so this is 48. All right, so we got 2 weeks. We're going to have to think of something good for 5-0. Man, because you're right. It's episode 50. Damn. That's going to be good. I say drink 50 beers for the 50th anniversary. Luke's on to something. I should do that.
I think that would give my baby fetal alcohol syndrome.
Well, I'll drink 50 and you can watch.
Okay.
Alexander, what's up? Merry Christmas. Luke says Seinfeld's awesome. Matt Coates says Merry Christmas. Kristen's saying no. I don't know what my girlfriend's saying no to. Probably the 50 beers. I'll Uber home. It'll be fine. All right, back to my document. What do I have to talk
I
about?
don't know that I can deal with you drinking 50 beers, honestly, because like then I'm gonna worry.
Okay, 2-beer queer that's literally sloppy after a beer and a half. Yeah, can't handle me drinking. Whatever.
Yeah, but you know that I worry about you.
I can drink anything. I'm fine. All right, I haven't been drinking that much lately. It probably hit me like a brick shit house. But back to this. Okay, let's talk about Chucky, just because that's the most interesting thing. What's
That's
in
the most
episode
interesting
3? Well, no, that's the most interesting thing I looked at.
Okay.
What am I doing in episode 3, Carrie? I'm curious.
I'd have to pull it up again.
We are making cosmetic fixes.
Cosmetic fixes. Ah, okay.
Oh.
It's
As
dropping
you guys,
next week.
episode 3 of Chucky, Project Chucky. What do I call it? Project Chucky? Race
Yep.
Car Chucky?
Project Chucky.
Donnie playing with race cars? Donnie playing with... I'm going to stop.
Yeah.
Episode 3, Project Chucky, comes out next week. I will be doing cosmetic enhancements, Chris said, this episode. Which, if I recall, it involved a hammer, duct tape, and spray paint. So, you don't want to miss it.
And zip ties.
And zip ties. Of course it involves
Oh my-
zip ties.
yeah, of
How
course.
else did
Like-
it not? Every time I work on a car, it involves zip ties. So, make sure you guys tune into that. It drops on our YouTube channel. I think we post a link on Facebook, don't we, Carrie?
Yep.
Yeah, we've
So-
and on Instagram.
Yep.
And on Instagram. So,
The
if
link
you don't
will
know
be
where
in
to
the
find
bio
it,
on
it's not that
Instagram.
hard.
It's subscribe to our YouTube.
Yes, subscribe to all of them. Instagram, Facebook,
do it all.
all that.
Hit
Just-
the bell button on YouTube, and it will give them a reminder, a notification that it's been launched.
Remember what I told you guys at PRI? We don't feed Max unless he gets followers, so make sure you're subscribing to all this stuff. I feel like you weren't aware of this, but
I wasn't aware.
it's a company policy. Max's job is to get the social media department booming, so if he doesn't get followers, we don't feed him lunch.
Well, we don't feed you, or we don't pay you, but we feed you.
Now we need to explain that story. Yes, that is true. The Starkeys do not pay me. They feed me to be here. So, funny story we'll segue into real quick. One day, Rebecca's oldest son is walking around the shop, Carter. And Carter is asking me to pay him to help me do stuff. He asked me, can I help you do anything?
The
I said,
entrepreneurial spirit starts really, really young in the Starkey
he comes up to me, he's like, can I help you do anything? And I'm like, yeah, dude, sweep the middle of the shop. He's like, okay, how much are you paying me? And I'm like, how much are you paying you? He's like, yeah, you want me to help you? You're paying me. And I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. I don't get paid to be here. Why would I pay you? And he's like, what do you mean you don't get paid to be here? And I keep in mind, Carter goes to the shows a lot with us. So he sees that Justin usually buys a lot of food, and he usually does feed us pretty good at the events. So I'm like, Carter, I don't get paid to be here. Justin just feeds me. He's like, what? And I'm like, yeah, I work for food, and because I love working on Mustangs, and that's why I come here every day. Now, luckily, Carter is a smart young man, and he usually won't take BS as a first answer. Luckily, though, Mike is standing off to my left. Mike is standing off to my left, and Mike heard this whole conversation go down. So Carter very sneakily walks around the back of the car, circles around, and then comes up to Mike's side. And very quietly, I hear him try to ask Mike, hey, Mike, do you guys get paid to work here? And Mike's like, no, man, your dad just feeds me. Why? And Carter's like face drops, and he walks away. And from that moment on, Carter has believed I work here for food. So that was my segue story. All right. Alexander says he's still with family. He'll have to catch up on this later. All right. But he liked and shared it. Awesome. Appreciate it. Matthew Gordon. So have you guys got my Gen 3 ready for my 18? That is the worst spelling of F-150 I've ever seen. But you got it done, goddammit. So we'll still give you credit.
I figured it out. That's good.
Yeah. Nope. We do not have Gen 3s yet for 18, but keep checking back. We're always releasing new stuff, and we're definitely got our eyes open
we're
for the 18.
We're working on it, and in the meantime, we got Roush blowers.
All right. Dan, someone told me you guys have something in the works for 18 blower. Can you review the information that has been released? Unfortunately, Dan, all the information that has been released publicly is what you just heard.
Is that what we were working on it?
We're working on it. They will be out sometime next year.
Sometime close to March-ish.
I had that same question over here on YouTube.
Yep, so killing two birds with one stone.
Yep.
All right. Eli, anyone know any ways to make a 13 GT Speedo work with a stock GM case turbo 400?
You need the Dakota Speedbox sensor, and that'll do it.
Slab Shack wants to know, what do you guys think about the new Continental?
It looks baller with the suicide doors, but I'm not happy about the B-pillar.
Oh, I forgot that I had seen it, but yeah,
I'm not happy about the B-pillar. Like, I know safety standards have, gone way up. Like, I understand why you hypothetically want that pillar there, but it's fugly. Like, they should have literally, I would have paid... Of course, that's out of my price range. I'm not buying a Continental, so take all my opinion on this as you will.
Yeah, and it's impractical for me, so.
I feel like I'm buying a Continental with suicide doors. Screw it. Literally make that pillar go up into the headliner when I open the doors. I don't want to see anything there. You're opening suicide doors, there should be nothing in the middle.
Right. I agree.
That is not acceptable.
I agree, but...
Speaking of funky doors, now, I don't know, Chris, you might be able to pull this up. You might not. You're already working on Continental doors, so I don't know if you will. But... as you all know, I've had a... Why is there stuff in the middle of my face? The Continental doors. Glorious. He didn't have it full scale yet, so all I saw was doors in my face. But,
I thought that was just there for me to look at myself.
No. Most of you that have watched the show know that I have a special place in my heart for Lincoln Mark VIIIs. Lincoln, when they debuted the car in '93, Chris might be able to get a picture of this. Have I talked to you about this before, Chris? Do you already know what I'm talking about? 93 Mark VIII disappearing doors, or doors that go underneath the car.
No.
Yes. So in '93, when they came out with the Lincoln Mark VIII, they said, holy crap, this car is extremely long. We do not want people in busy cities parallel parking and then opening this long-ass door into traffic. So they spent like $1.2 million in '93 developing a system that made the door go underneath of the car. The problem was, in 1993, they did not have the technology to make it all work in a smaller space, and it literally took up the entire trunk. So Lincoln only made 2 of those cars. They showed them as prototypes. Both of them got given to Ford execs. I don't know what happened to one. I know one of them still floats around and actually got sold recently. Just because I saw it on one of my Mark VIII forums that I still am following. Chris said photos coming momentarily, so you guys can see how baller this is. It literally went completely underneath the car. The window roll. They pushed the B pillar back a little bit on the car to make entrance into the back seat easier. And then the window rolled down. The door completely went underneath the car, and the carpet flapped over top of it. It was absolutely baller. Yeah, there's the trunk, and that's exactly why they could not come into production. They couldn't make the technology small enough.
That is crazy.
To give the car an actual trunk.
That is crazy.
But I really think the one that sold like relatively low. Like it was like 15 grand.
Nuh-uh.
And the car's only got like 25,000 miles on it. It's still an immaculate Mark VIII. Yeah, it sold for like 15 recently. But the problem is, what do you do when that shit breaks?
Like, yeah, you're so screwed.
You all those components and whatnot, like everything is old.
Like,
you can't get it. Like, yeah, we're just now seeing it on the computer. I knew what it looked like, but Rebecca didn't.
Where the gas fill tube is?
Oh yeah, the gas fill tube cutting down.
That's so crazy.
Well, it was a pure concept.
We're being asked over here if you guys have any information on the 2020 Mustangs and F-150s, 5.0 horsepower. Also, if they're going to redesign the flaws with all the 5.0 motors. Do you know?
I do not know anything. However, I cannot imagine they're going to keep producing motors with typewriter ticks. That's all I can tell you.
Caleb is sitting there. I'm not sure what he's asking because it doesn't look like a question, but he's talking about it looks like a Terminator with stock engine and a VMP Gen 3 on it. So I'm not sure if he's asking how much horsepower it should make or whether he has one. If he could give us more information, then we can respond to it.
Pretty much like 650-ish is where you want to stop with a stock Termy. That's on the high side. 650, 700 you can go to, but you got to have E85 and good gas and all that crazy stuff. Gen 3, of course, will more than take you there. We've done it with Gen 2 VMP blowers for a long time. Gen 3 will just get there a lot easier. But either way, to push that motor to its limits stock, you need better fuel.
So Maz is yelling at me twice here, wanting to see Steve's Coyote swap out there on the channel. So I'm just throwing it out there that...
We'll talk about Steve's car next week.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, we can talk about Steve's car in 2 weeks. For the 5.0 episode, we'll talk about everything we like that has a 5.0 swapped into it. Steve's car can be one of them. Done.
Okay.
I just decided part of our show.
That's a good idea. We can talk about Cobra R.
Well, if you can find one with a Coyote swap, we'll talk about it. Otherwise, we're only going to talk about cars that actually... Well, find it.
Tyler with Team Beefcake says, let's get my new 18 F-150 sponsored and throw a VMP Gen 3 on it. It only has 100 miles on it. Haha.
We do not have blowers out for 18s yet, but you are more than welcome to contact sales and support. They will get you a sponsorship proposal paperwork. We can get you to fill all that out, and we will review it.
And Alexander Wood says, I'm wanting to go auto on my 13 GT. My car is a daily driver, and I drive it out of town. Will the 4R80...
4R200?
It says...
Yeah, I know what he said, but it's
okay.
a 4R200 from Power by the Hour.
Be good, or is there any other options? Car has the Gen 3, thanks.
Gen 3, you got a bunch of horsepower. There's no reason that 4-speed wouldn't be bad. It's still a 6R80. It's still 6R80 controls and whatnot. It's still a great transmission.
That's all I have over here for now.
All right.
Sorry.
You have fun with that.
Tim said Rolls-Royce did a better job on their SUV with the suicide doors. Chris, tell me what that looks like.
Yeah, I'm going to need to see a picture of that.
Nick Bishop, will we be selling MFP's crank support bracket? Yes, I believe we have some of them now.
I think they're $19.99.
Yeah, I don't know the pricing and whatnot. I'm a tech. I'm not a sales guy. I know blowers. I can talk about those. But yeah, I don't know about MFP stuff, but I know we do have some.
Got them.
Typewriter tick is loose, sloppy tolerance. 13 thousandths on the piston to bore clearance is crazy. Yeah. So that's just piston slap is what the typewriter tick is, huh, Casey? I didn't know that. Then Luke asked you, is it a girl or boy, or are you being surprised?
Do you know the answer to that?
No.
You don't know?
No.
I asked you the other day.
I don't know.
You don't know?
Nope.
You're not going to find out?
I'll find out when the baby gets here.
Do you have names picked out?
Yeah, that seems like way too much work. Hold on. People have so much problem finding baby names as it is. Now we've got to have options for both genders?
Yeah.
I have a spreadsheet, and it has 27 girl names on it, and then a handful of girl middle names, and then a handful of boy names.
Well, a handful of boy names.
How come it doesn't surprise me that you have a spreadsheet of... Is it organized like by category or alphabetically?
No, just by boy, girl, and middle name only options. Yep.
The boy name list shouldn't be long.
I don't know. I just can't commit to a name, and I feel like if I know the gender, then I'd have to commit to a name, I don't know. I have to push a baby out. I've done it before. I know what I have to do, and I know the only way that I'm going to do it is if there's something.
Donnie if it's a boy, Donna if it's a girl. Done.
Nope. Definitely not Donna. You know my feelings on that.
It's a great name.
Yeah, and it was the nurse midwife that I worked with. It was awful.
I know.
The nurse midwife you worked with was named Donnie too?
No,
Donna.
Donna.
The female version. That's me when I wear a wig.
My mother's Donna.
But people have been looking at my belly, and 100% of the guesses are one gender. So, Luke, if you're good at guessing...
No, I don't know.
How
do you guess looking at the belly?
I have no idea, and I feel like, this is the sixth baby.
Some people think if you carry it low, it's one thing. If you carry it high, it's another.
Some people, yeah.
Turn sideways.
Turn sideways?
Turn sideways. Yep.
Tim, I like all of your names. A-Ron or D-Nice?
D-Nice, A-Ron.
No.
You know, actually, we had to show Rebecca those videos.
Yes.
She did not know what we were talking about.
I had no idea, and I cannot keep my mic in my pocket right now.
I made a A-Ron joke, and she was clueless. Like, I could just tell she was clueless, so we had to pull up the videos and inform her.
Okay,
Luke
so
says boy.
he's with the 100%. Everybody has guessed boy, so.
Everybody's guessed boy.
Interesting. What short throw shifters do you guys prefer to use on a 15 to 17 S550?
MGW.
Oh, yeah.
Any hope for high horsepower on an MT82 Trans with G-force gear sets?
There is hope for high horsepower on a stock MT82. How are you banging gears? If you are clutching in as fast as you can, wearing your lightweight Converse Chucks, and like just ramming it home, not caring if that wants to go nicely.
What does that have to do with it?
What do you mean? That's like a well-known road racing thing. You wear lightweight shoes. What? And Fast and Furious. That's why they was Paul Walker wearing Converse in the first one? Yeah, that's why they show his shoes then. But yeah, no, it's always been known you wear lightweight shoes when you're going racing because it makes your feet lighter for shifting gears.
Huh. Well, they have fire shoes for drag racing, but they don't make them.
I was talking about racing with turns. It takes,
If you go fast enough, you only need to make one turn.
Yeah, I suppose.
Cool.
No, two turns. You got to turn off the drag strip and then to the time box. 2 turns.
Calandis.
What's up, Calandis?
Hey, Calandis.
Is that how you say his name?
Yeah.
Okay. He says, Donnie, my car's running great. Thanks for the baller setup. LOL.
Awesome.
And he did hashtag Steve, Mike, and Joe.
Awesome.
Heck yeah. Glad he's happy.
Very good.
All right, you have anything else?
I was going to say about the fire
Yeah,
shoes.
my back hurts says I wear Crocs.
What?
My back hurts says I wear Crocs.
I don't know who my back hurts is, but you're cool in my book. I wear Crocs. I want to know who that is now. Damn,
I don't know. Maybe he and Kristen should have a whole conversation about Crocs.
Kristen's coming around on the Crocs now.
You've converted her?
I bought her, all right, I was mean. I told you this story, I think.
Yeah.
So when she was coming back from Greece, I went in the closet and I hid all of her. She
was not happy
Crocs.
with you.
She does not like Crocs at all.
Yeah, because she's obviously an intelligent woman.
So I hid all her shoes, and all I left in the closet was Crocs, and then I went to work. I picked her up from the airport for Greece at like 2 in the morning, dropped her off at the house. I came to work at 7 in the morning, and I left no shoes in the closet except for brand new pairs of Crocs on the floor.
Not nice.
And she was very, very upset. But then she actually started coming around, and she likes the Crocs now. She wears them. She wears them to work even. But hopefully your back doesn't hurt because of Crocs. Whoever you are.
It does, because they don't give you good support.
They're great shoes.
Terminator Coyote wants to know, do we have tunes for an 18 Ford F-150 V8?
I'm pretty sure. I know we're doing 18 Mustang.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 18 truck, do it.
And Muscle Car Guy says, I'm tempted to just get a 13 or 14 GT instead, where those motors pretty bulletproof for install of a 3.0 Whipple supercharger and pulley down also. He's asking, were those motors pretty bulletproof for install?
Gen 1 Coyote, unfortunately, is not quite as strong as Gen 2. If you got one in a Boss 302 motor in 1314 is basically the same thing as Gen 2 Coyote. Otherwise, Gen 2 Coyote does handle power a little bit better. In fact, everyone's got me scared. Man, I saw online there's a guy that's got my truck with 54,000 miles on it, and he popped a motor on 15 pounds with turbos. And then that other guy that we had, the green F-150 that had a built motor and stuff, now he pushed that truck hard. It was on like C16 and pulleyed way down.
Yeah.
But he popped a motor.
Wait, that one that was here recently?
Yeah. He blew it up. Now, like I said, he beats the ever-living crap out of it. Has it on race gas for a reason. Like, it's not his daily driver. It's purely for playing around. But yeah, it's scaring me. Like, I almost want to pulley up my truck. But then on the other hand, I'm like, I got like 10,000 miles on my truck supercharged. Like, and I beat the ever-living shit out of it. Keep letting it eat. Hasn't blown up yet. I don't know. Luke said we didn't find out either. He wanted to be surprised. That's why he got a baby girl. Oh, that's not why he got a baby girl.
No, that's not why. But yeah, I get it. That's cool, Luke.
Tim said he missed the reply. His phone was hooked up to the iPad when he got a call. Oh, I said I like your names. That was it.
Yep.
Or if you mean what it is, they don't know.
Yep, but we're not going to know until he gets here.
Also on, oh gosh, everyone's, Nathan, stop fat finger typing. You're making my comments drop. On the 11 to 14 Gen 3 Stage 0 tuner kit, what throttle body comes with it? Or does it include a throttle body? I do not know the answer to that question. Tuner kit, Gen 3 kit? I don't know.
The Stage 0 should be the Twin 67.
Okay.
I think. I may have to redact my statement in just a second, but these are things that, like, I commonly have to go back to and look at.
Hellrel says, I can't drive my Mustang with shoes on because I wear a size 16 shoe.
Oh
my foot
God.
touches the gas and brake at the same time.
I know your struggle only because, like, I wear a 13 in most stuff, and then, like, sometimes 12, sometimes 14s.
Yeah, that's what Justin is about.
I know your struggle, but man, 16, I don't know it that well. Crap. I knew a kid in middle school that wore 15s. His name was Jacob Duckworth. He was the only kid taller than me in middle school.
I did not wear shoes today to drive the Focus because I was wearing heels and I can't feel the clutch if I'm wearing certain shoes.
You know what big shoes mean, right? Big socks.
Feet.
Big socks.
When I wear heels, my heel gets stuck sometimes.
Yeah, I hate that. Mm-hmm. So I just don't wear them.
All right.
So what's Nathan saying?
I don't know what Nathan's saying. I'm trying to read it. He says he's looking at the VMP inlet elbow in between. He's fat fingering it.
In between the two, but which one? Like.
Nathan, it seems like you're getting pretty specific. I don't know much about the Cobra putting R inlet and whatnot on those. I've honestly maybe worked on I've worked on more than 10 Cobras, but it's pretty much all been blower swaps and fuel systems and stuff. I haven't really. Right? I think he's putting R elbow on a stock supercharger.
Oh, okay.
And that's what I haven't played with any of that. I've done blowers on GT500s. Okay, Stage 0 tuner kit for Gen 3 does not include
I could not remember, and I knew the one that I sent out was for the SEMA car.
So
and
Nick
it did have a
Bishop,
throttle body.
Nick Bishop, no throttle body.
Derek wants to know, what are the differences between the internals of the Gen 2 and Gen 3 Coyotes? Do you know?
Gen 3 has spray bore. It has like a Nicocel coating on the cylinders, which is quite annoying to me because I've rebuilt some four-wheelers and whatnot with a Nicocel coating, and you can't just bore them and put a new piston in because then they make a bunch of noise. But it is supposed to be a better motor. I still suppose that's TBD at this point.
Yeah, I don't know that we know that for sure.
Yeah. You have anything else, Carrie?
Nope, that's it.
All right. Back to my document. What else do I want to talk about? Oh, Santa visiting VMP. I guess, is that a clip you're going to roll? Like, I don't know what I'm saying about that.
We have a cool new video on YouTube.
We have a cool new video on YouTube. Okay. So, Santa came to VMP. If you guys want to see all about it, go to YouTube. Is it up now? I'd assume it's up now.
We left them, I guess we were out of cookies and we left them keys.
Yeah.
Oh, is that how that works?
We'll
We will post a link to the video in the comments. Then I'm going to watch it with you guys. I haven't seen it. I want to see Chucky doing donuts.
Oh, I was wondering who won. Luke said that he won the oil painting contest, so he's got the...
Oh, man, I signed it. I'm so glad I put Evans Forever on it now because Luke got it. Man, I was hoping somebody that would appreciate that got it.
On the Gen 2 and Gen 3 Coyotes, are the pistons and rods the same?
Oh, wait, what? Sorry, I was reading Christy's comment and laughing.
Oh, sorry. On the Gen 2 and 3 Coyotes, are the pistons and rods the same?
I don't think so, but I'm not positive.
Sinspot wants to know, what's the max horsepower that the stock fuel pumps on a 14 GT500 will make, and can you run E85 on the stock pumps?
On GT500? No.
No.
Yeah, you need a fuel system.
Yep.
14 GT500.
Yeah, no, you can only run pump gas. I would say to that, probably 600, 650, 700 wheel mark. If you're doing everything, like we're putting headers on it, better blower, intake, throttle, body, all the fun stuff. All right. Owen, I want to help you. You got to tell me more.
Is he the one that said hi from the UK?
Yeah, and then he's asking me what he can do to improve, but I don't know what he's got. You got to tell me more.
Yeah, tell us what you're improving.
Christy, this is my attempt at a beard. She said, what's that stuff on my face? It's my attempt. I've been working on it for probably about 6 months now. It's growing out pretty good. I'm just kidding. I have it trimmed. Kellen Stone, hey guys, will 63 on my Gen 2 bolt right up, or do I need to get the snout turned down to be able to run it? I want all the boost. We can run a 63 on our blowers. On the Roush blowers, you do need to turn them down to go below a 69, but on our blowers, you can put that 63 right on. Go have fun.
Yep.
Go have fun in Mexico.
Party.
Alpha Matter says, what are the best performance mods for a smog-required state?
Hold on real quick, Kellen. I got another drag bike, so we should meet up in Mexico. All right, back to that. Smog legal state. You can do headers with cats. No reason not to do headers. They still benefit you. Just get good catalytic converters like Cook's Greens are good. Dynatech with cats, those are good. We can still have a blower with a little bit more boost and whatnot. Of course, we still do everything within.
Yeah, we just don't do things that alter the emissions.
Exactly. If you
components.
If somebody wants like no cats in a state that doesn't do inspection, that's on them. We're not going to turn off their check engine light and whatnot. Of course, we'll still make the car run. Yeah, we'll tune it, make the car run great. Everything else, you're just going to have that annoying check engine light.
What car is it on, or do we know?
Doesn't say.
Okay.
Hell, I have a check engine light on my truck because my catalytic converters went bye-bye. Hopefully the EPA is not listening. They're going to come hunt me down now. It's my personal truck. It's not a VMP car, so whatever. I don't care about the ozone layer.
So if you want to let us know what vehicle you have, that would be helpful. But I always think a tune's a good place to start. So.
Tim said, what if I live in a different country? Well, we just got to know what your country makes you pass. I don't know. Every country's different, I'm sure. Like Russia, they probably don't care. They just seem like a country that wouldn't care. Like, keep your 30-year-old Yugo on the road, it's fine. Whereas France, they're definitely sticking tailpipe sniffers up your rear end. Oh yeah, they definitely seem like those kind of people.
I saw Mustangs in Paris, like a few Mustangs in Paris, but I only saw one in Scotland and none in Ireland. And I saw a Focus RS in Scotland.
Boring.
I had to drive one today. I wasn't thrilled.
I'm being asked, can you guys dyno tune an 1850 truck base and tune E85?
Yeah, I don't see why not. If we can tune 18, we can tune 18.
My back hurts says, it makes me laugh every time.
I want to know who it is.
I don't know, my back hurts one. So, do you recommend using the OEM studs to install headers instead of using bolts?
If you have a lot of time and you can try to use some studs. Unfortunately, you're not going to be able to use studs everywhere. There's going to be some places the studs just will hit headers. That's the way it is. Or you will not be able to get the nut on with the stud. I believe on passenger side you can use all but one of the studs. On the driver's side, you can use all but about 3 or I want to say 3. However, it does make it a lot more of a pain in the butt. And most headers out there now come with Stage 8 locking hardware. So it's a toss-up. On my own truck, I'd be running bolts in it. No way. Bolts aren't going to come loose. I don't care. There's no way I'm fighting those studs on. However, Joe's truck, his truck, he asked me to keep the studs, so I took the extra time and we kept the studs. My opinion, run the bolts in, save the time.
And
I don't think they're coming out either way.
is there a certain year of GT500 between 09 and 14 that is the best?
13, 14 has the coolest looking taillights. 10 don't get because they got some funky wideband stuff going on and whatnot, because Ford kind of put good knock sensors in it and kind of tried to put widebands in, but they didn't really finish it, so we call that just like the redheaded stepchild. We don't like 10. So get a 09 if you want the 07 to 09 body style. And if you're looking at like 11 to 14, I like 13, 14 because they look better. 11 to 12 gets you the same performance pretty much. Some people argue the block's better. I think they're all fine. 11 to 14 is about the same, but 13, 14 has better looking taillights, so that's my vote. Luke says just move out of California if you live there. I agree. Owen. He wants to improve the performance on his S550. He's got a Roush blower with an 80mm pulley, phase 2 upgrade with Cook's headers, and Borla exhaust with a VMP tune. As far as he knows, he's the only one in the UK.
That's kind of cool.
Okay, a couple things. We, of course, sell bigger throttle bodies for that. Twin 67 is a great option for it. Cold air intake, both the throttle body and the cold air intake give you good gains. I guess the phase 2 upgrade comes with like a little bit better intake, but it's still not quite as good as like a PMAS or a JLT. If you wanted to change up fuel and go to like race gas, of course, we could pulley it down further and make more boost. 80 is about where you're at with the Roush blower. You could blower swap. Of course, we sell bolt-on replacements that'll go right where your Roush went, bolt right up. You've already got headers. So then pretty much after that, if you want to do all that, then we're looking at suspension and shifter. I don't know if you have a stick or auto. We're going to act like you have a stick, just because I like the sound of it for this particular instance. So put a good shifter on it. Put a good clutch in it, of course. Drive shaft. And then we just keep going up from there. I mean, where do you want to stop? We do everything. But yeah, for now, if that's all you have done, I would say best next bet would be cold air intake, throttle body. Okay. Nathan says 07 to 09 GT500s for the win. I do love those because the OG S197 body style is like the most Mustang looking. It's just hard to like them with 3 valves in them when the 11 to 14 has the 5.0. But the GT500 still looks like the older, better looking, in my opinion, Mustang. But it's a GT500, so you don't have to care about the 3 valve. You're still in the clear. Brian, how much horsepower will a stock 6R80 take? 2014 GT.
600-ish.
600-ish.
I mean, people go 700.
Yeah, people go higher. I had 800, 900 I've seen. But
Yeah, a few lucky people will go 800, 900. Reliably, 600, 650.
yeah, it's about where my truck's at. I'm going to go more, though.
Jaskaran Gil says, will a GT350 cold air fit an 18 manifold? Because I have Ford Power Pack 2 and going for 18 manifold.
You should. The 18 manifold has a little bit more of a... I'm trying to look at how my hands look here. Coming out of the intake manifold, the throttle body turns up more.
Yeah, there's like
on
an angle to
the 18 more than so. It can be a bit of a pain on certain hoods, whatnot. I've run into issues with it hitting the hood, so I can't tell you 100% for sure. I will say on pretty much every car I've done with any intake manifold combo, I've been able to make it work playing with the silicone couplers. So I think you'll be all right.
Mechanic Mike says, hey y'all, hopefully y'all had a good Christmas. I'm putting together a turbo 4.6 dual overhead cam with B heads and porting out the divider between the 2 intake ports.
Hell yeah.
Do you have any suggestions for him?
Send me pictures. What block you running? Test kid. It's cool though. Goes with my Mark VIII love.
Speaking of your Mark VIII.
We're not going to talk about that because that one disappeared.
Okay.
Aw.
Yeah, my Mark VIII I was supposed to be getting is gone. I'm sad, but I've been talking to the one across the street, that red one.
Oh, good.
I'm buying a Mark VIII. Like, I've already got my heart set.
Sinspot says, do you know how much horsepower the 14 GT500 carbon fiber drive shaft will hold before you need to get a different one?
All of it. Put together a car that makes like 1,300 rear wheelies still on stock drive shaft. So, you're fine. And he launches the ever-living shit out of that car. It has a triple disc Mantic. He launches it like 4,000 RPM, banks gears the whole way down the track. Yeah, you're fine. All right, what else you got? Nothing? Nothing? I'm going to talk about cars that are disappearing.
He says, Texid block, 8-bolt crankshaft, and I will send pics.
Hell yeah. No, I think sounds like you got it pretty good. 96 to 98 Cobra manifold's the best. I don't know what cams you're running, but 96 to 98 Cobra cams are the best. I'd assume you're going all out on it. You probably should be doing aftermarket cams. But, all right. He's not responding. I'm going to talk about cars that are disappearing. So, in other news, as you guys know, Ford is going to be getting rid of a lot of their car lineup. They're going to be sticking purely to sedans, trucks. All we're going to keep around is the Mustang and the Focus Active, which we've determined the Focus Active is actually a Subaru Outback, just disguised with a Ford logo on it. But, as you know, they're getting rid of them. So, a bunch of other cars actually, though, a bunch of other companies are following Ford. So, Chevy is getting rid of the Impala, the Cruze, and the Volt. The Impala, why not? Obviously, Ford sees a drop in the big car market. That's why they're getting rid of their Taurus. They're getting rid of the Cruze. Same thing. Ford's getting rid of the Fusion. Ford's getting rid of the Fusion, right? I think Ford's getting rid of the Fusion.
I thought that was one of the ones that was going, but...
Maybe I'm wrong. Either way, the car market's going. So Ford's getting rid of the... Wow. I got to slow down. Chevy's getting rid of Impala, Cruze, and Volt. Big cars are going. Hence the Impala and the Taurus. I don't know if Ford's getting rid of the Fusion anymore. I thought they were. But Chevy's getting rid of the Cruze. They're getting rid of the Volt because the Volt, honestly, has been a failure since it came out. Pretty much the only thing that you sold on was that it got a $10,000 tax break if you bought one. Other than that, the sales numbers haven't hit the numbers where they need to be ever since the car came out. So that's nothing new. VW is getting rid of the Beetle, which that's almost sad, because we've had a Beetle for
forever,
60 years.
That was the first car that I was interested in. As a 4-year-old, I was very interested in a VW Beetle. And
at least you're saying interested. That's the word you're using, so I'll allow it.
And my dad mentioned to me that you could put a Porsche engine in it.
You can.
And, I was as a 4-year-old girl, I was like, that's what I want to do.
Justin's waving the door to get Chris some fresh air.
Oh.
Slapcheck says that Ford said they will continue the Fusion.
Okay.
Okay. Well, good. Chevy's getting rid of the Cruze, so
maybe
Ford can take some of the smaller sales. VW's getting rid of the Beetle, which is horribly sad, and the Touareg. Touareg. So the only thing that's cool about the Touareg is if you take all of the stickers off and then put them back on in a different order, you can make it say Volkswagen Outrage with factory badges.
The cool thing about the Touareg was it came with a V6 twin-turbo diesel.
It did have a V6 twin-turbo diesel. That was cool.
All-wheel drive.
All-wheel drive. They were nifty.
Yeah.
There's one dragging a Silverado's ass on the YouTube, so I really like it. When they're running. It's a Volkswagen. Everyone knows that. We don't have to say it. Hyundai is getting rid of the Azera, which who cares about Hyundai? I don't care.
Yeah, I'm having a really hard time caring at all about that.
Honda's getting rid of the CRZ, which I only kind of care about because I worked at Honda. And I had a CRX, and the CRZ is like the CRX of today that is hybrids. They kind of ruined it anyway, so whatever. Toyota's getting rid of the Prius V. Good. Get rid of all Priuses. Whatever. Nissan's getting rid of the Juke, which... It's nifty.
It's cool for what it is.
They had Nismo Jukes. They had funky looking front ends. In fact, me and Krista were driving somewhere, and she's like, "Why is that car's headlights down low? Like, what's wrong with that thing?" I was like, "I don't even need to look up. Is it an SUV?" And she's like, "Yes." I was like, "It's a Juke. That's the way they are."
This is how they are.
She's like, "That's fugly." I'm like, "You're right, but they're nifty. You could get a Nismo one, which a Nismo literally just came with stickers. That's all you got getting a Nismo Juke. But whatever, nifty. But it's disappearing. Cadillac's getting rid of the CT6, the STS, and the ATS. Which the ATS kind of nifty. You get the little twin, the turbo 6-cylinder that was in the Camaros, like over 400 horsepower. They scooted, but yeah, I'm sure all those are disappearing just because they're also based on the Impala frame and chassis. So if Chevy's getting rid of the Impala, everything that's on an Impala chassis has to go.
Like, sadly to say, the one that I'm most, like...
Is the Beetle?
Yeah, and, like, I don't even like a current Beetle, but, like, the fact that it's going away after this many years, and it was the first car that I was ever interested in, like, I really wanted an orange Beetle.
I've always wanted a dune buggy. I've always wanted a rail buggy with a Beetle motor.
Like, you can do some cool shit with them, because they've been around forever, so people have done everything with them.
Tim says death to the EcoSport. I agree.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and he's got a good point. Rest in peace, rental cars.
I know. That's like all the rental cars. They're trying to kill the rental car market.
We're only going to have Hyundais and shit to rent. This is going to be, I guess, Honda. They just have to do Hondas. That's okay. I'm cool with that.
Hondas are too expensive for rental cars.
Hondas are expensive for rental cars, but if they don't have any other choice, they're not going to be getting Hyundais because they're breaking down all the time. Honda, dude.
Hyundais and Corollas.
Corollas, there'll be Corollas,
They
and
gave
then...
me a diesel Focus in Ireland.
Ugh. I don't like it.
I was unimpressed.
I want a V6 Honda Accord. I like Hondas. I'm partial.
And they, again, didn't give me an automatic or a manual trans. They gave me automatic, even though because I'm not paying to upgrade. Like, all of my arms and legs work. I want them to give me the manual trans.
Luke says his buddy's going to be so mad the Taurus is going to be gone. He loves the show for daily driving. I have a place I don't like Tauruses in my heart, so it's okay. They're gone. Chris, sorry for being late. Shut up, Chris. You don't have to say sorry. God.
That's okay, yeah.
You're like an overly attached girlfriend saying sorry for crap. It's fine. I don't care. You showed up. That's what matters. Make sure you share this shit.
Yeah,
Luke,
make it up to us, share.
Luke, Coyote swapped the Beetle. I agree. Coyote swapped almost everything. If they made a Fusion Sport in manual, it'd be a sweet daily for the winter here. Still hoping the Bronco gets manual. I agree with all those statements.
Yep, I'm behind it.
Someone's sitting there saying that Justin had spoken about a 14 GT5 engine that can be built strong with what I think he said diamond pistons and rods. Do you know what rods he was also saying? I can't remember.
I do not, but jump on Tuning Tuesday and ask him. Or call in if you'd like. Sales and Sport, they'll help you out. Yeah, Tim, Nissan does have a lot of problems with their CEO thing. Oh, let's see what Owen's done. He's already done his diff and drive shafts. He's running Ford Performance suspension. May go for a throttle body upgrade. Car's auto, so was contemplating upgrade on the converter. Car actually runs mid-10s on stock size Mickey Thompson Street SS tires with a little bit of spray. Full weight daily driver. What would you expect to see from the throttle body and converter upgrade? Thanks for the advice. Converter, honestly, if you're mid-10s, converter I'd see high 9s. Like, you got a lot of power. That would help out your 60-foot a ton. Especially if you've already got the suspension to help you out. I could see the converter putting you very close. Throttle body and cold air intake, that's good for 20, 30, 40 horsepower, depending on setup, gas, all that, whatnot.
What's he doing for fuel?
Pump gas, I think. He didn't tell me.
But I'm not going to know what the pump gas... I get confused with their pump gas over there.
Yeah, because theirs is like 91 or whatever.
I also think a head unit swap would be a great idea.
You think what?
A head unit swap would be a great idea.
Yeah. Get a BMP on
That's
it.
easy. Do it.
Our inlet's way bigger. Obviously, a blower, the biggest thing that helps it is how much air is going into it. Luke says, wait, Donnie, a Juke? Are you kidding me? And you don't like old school Taurus shows? I didn't say I like the Juke. I said they're nifty. I don't like it.
So,
They're
I mean,
nifty.
I think you could argue that a Taurus show is kind of nifty, too.
And do I like the old Taurus show? An old school Taurus show? No, it has like a Yamaha boat motor in it.
And that's not nifty?
It's nifty. I don't like it. It's nifty.
What are the most miles you've seen on a Coyote motor?
Not that high, because I don't see them high mileage.
Didn't we have one here that was...
We had one here like 80,000. I was getting beat on still.
We were talking about mine today, and it's got like 10.5 maybe.
Oh, yeah. My truck's got like 54 on it boosted. And I'm running the smallest pulley you can on pump gas in the truck. Chad Dowd, you and your street racing ass, get out of here. I know you're waiting on the all-wheel drive Mustang, but we don't want that atrocity. I know you do, but we don't. I don't. I don't know if I'm speaking for her. That's just more shit in my way. I'm going to put on headers, and there's all kinds of crap now on the front K-member. No.
Front exit.
I don't want that. No, and people aren't going to buy a front exit. No.
I did.
Well, yeah, yours is a race car. Daily drivers are not going to run front exit exhaust, period.
Chad Dowd wouldn't be a race car?
Yeah, I mean, like,
All right. Get out of here with all your logic, both of you. I don't like it, no.
I don't know why we're arguing the practicality of something that doesn't even exist anyway.
Not yet, but it's coming. Luke Bonzani, oh man. At least the Accord Sport with a manual is cool. The Accord anything is cool. The V6. They're nifty cars. I like them. The V6 on a Honda Scoots, you can feel VTEC kick in. I like it.
We're being asked about Project Chucky. How's it going?
It's going like I got a bunch of shop work, and we've got a bunch of cool episodes coming out for you. We'll be filming more. I don't know when I'll be going back to the track with it, but it's got to be soon because I got to get filming more because we're very quickly going to run through the bank of Chucky episodes we have built up for you guys. So it'll be going back to the track. I don't know when, but I'm going soon. I got traction bars on my truck, so I want to take my truck anyway. Plus, I just picked up a bike that I want to take to the track, so we'll be going soon. 9s or bust. It'll go 9s. By the way,
I would hope that your bike does.
It'll
Honestly,
go 9s.
yeah.
It'll go low 9s. It'll go like super low 9s. Even with my fat ass on it, it should go low 9s. All right. Luke says no all-wheel drive Mustang needs to stay to its roost. Tim says, by the way, does Rebecca know her headers are on backwards?
I did. It's just because I messed up and don't know how to do anything right.
Chad Dowd's laughing at us. Chris Collins said he's seen a few F-150s with the 5.0 with over 150,000 miles. Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Yeah. It's not like it won't do it. It's just, I don't see that a lot.
Ryan Cochran says his 10-speed turbo Accord Scoot's pretty good for what it is. He bets it would tickle 13s. I don't want to see that.
Okay, so I can get behind that.
What's that?
A real Mustang has a live axle.
Yeah.
I have to agree with that.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I feel like people were just as upset about the Mustang going IRS. Like, you remember that in 2014 when they said it was going IRS? People were like, ew, gross, what are you doing to it? Mm-hmm. That was also when they released the four-door Mustang gag that we talked about for April Fool's Day.
Is a BMR Watts Link setup going to make a significant difference in course driving versus the upper and lower control arm upgrade with pan hard bar on a 12 GT500?
And course, if you're doing road course stuff, I would say no. I would say both are going to probably yield about the same results going on a road course. Watts Link probably be better drag racing for the hard launch and setting the weight back there, but road course going side to side, I just put the good control arms and whatnot in it.
Yeah, control arms, even for drag racing, I mean, that's going to be your biggest deal.
I got a set for Chucky. I got to get on there one day. All right. It's 6:56.
I know Carter wants to say bye before we go, and then
We'll let him.
There were a couple people asking about 18 F-150 tunes. We're working on developing them, so if you are wanting it and you're local,
bring it on by.
Yeah, let us know.
All right. Last thing we'll hit real quick because Chris thought this video was awesome and he wants to play it. He's shaking his head yes, so we'll talk about it. So, Justin Pollock and
Vaughn Gittin Jr. and Joey Logano.
Vaughn Gittin Jr. and Joey Logano drifted around a NASCAR track to debut with the Mustang. Chris is going to roll the clip now. There's Joey Logano cruising along his NASCAR, and then we're going to act like Vaughn Gittin Jr.'s drift car is fast enough to bump into him, I guess. But it is pretty freaking sweet. They've been tandem drift around the what track are they at? I don't know. Charlotte?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're Charlotte tandem drift. That's pretty cool.
I don't know.
Charlotte?
Yep, right before was so upset because like I wanted to go fast around. My dad's like, oh, you poor girl, because my dad was in the car and my brother was in the back seat.
Oh, yeah, I'd be beating it. So when I used to do like the IMSA stuff and the other track days and whatever, they would let people out for like Porsche Club and Sports Club or Car Club of America. When I did SCCA stuff, they let people drive on the track in their daily drivers.
Yeah, we did
and
that.
And of course,
at,
the pace car goes out.
Sebring.
Yeah.
And we did it in the Expedition at Sebring.
That's horrible. I did it in a so much
body roll.
I did it in a Hennessy supercharged Escalade at Sebring.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Yeah, I
but
bet.
No, of course, all you got to do is let the car in front of you get a good bit of room, and then you can just go through the corners really fast, let them get room. You can have fun. But yeah, I did it at Sebring, did it at Daytona, did it at Road Atlanta, did it at Circuit of the Americas, did it at Laguna Seca. I've driven a lot of cool tracks. All right.
What are your thoughts on torque converters for the 10-speed and boosted applications? I hear mixed opinions on how beneficial they will be due to the gearing of the 10-speed.
I mean,
once you get to a certain point, a torque converter is always going to be beneficial.
Like putting a different stall in it's always going to help no matter what transmission's behind it.
And I mean, I did a lot with a stock torque converter in a 6R80 car. I went on 126 60 foot with a stock torque converter.
Yeah.
But eventually, it's going to get to the point, you're going to see things like your 330 is going to get more consistent. You might not get a better 60 foot, but your 330 is going to get more consistent. A aftermarket torque converter is going to be able to do things that a stock torque converter can't in terms of, like, you know, controlling power.
Travis Schott says, I hope everybody at VMP had a very Merry Christmas.
Oh, thank you. We hope you did
Travis.
too.
And Maurice says, I don't know if anyone asked this yet, is the 18 throttle body ready yet? And will be put on an 18 F-150?
What are you
Why are
doing,
you
Jess?
pointing at yourself? Do you want us to like call you in?
Pick me.
Come on over. Come on down. You want a mic? Like here you
Actually,
go.
there was a question for you earlier.
Oh man.
No, it's on our F-150, and Joe is tuning it, so
I don't know.
it's going to be ready.
he's in.
It's going to be ready very, very soon. Like we'll be taking orders for me the next week or two.
Okay. Cool. There you go.
Question for question for you, Justin, real quick. So someone had called you out and said that you had spoken that a 14 GT500 engine can be built strong with diamond pistons and rods. Do you know what rods you were specifically talking about?
I mean, like a Manly H-beam would be fine.
Mainly HPM everything.
Yeah, I mean, they work good. They're a lot better than stock. Doesn't need to be anything complicated.
Sinspot, can you hear him? He doesn't have a mic on.
Oh,
He said.
yeah, just like a Manly H-beam. I mean, technically we can get them for you. So, yeah, that'll work good.
Let us know if you need some H-beams.
All right. Chris Collins said it better be a Christmas Corona in the cup because he stopped by last week he stopped by. You weren't here. Chris Collins came by to hang out.
When?
I don't remember what day it was. Man, they all run together.
When I was in Ireland, or?
No, because Justin saw him. Anyway, he brought me a case of Corona. It was very nice. But no, it is not Christmas Corona in my Yeti. I'm going to my father's birthday party after this, so I figured I better not show up with beer on my breath. But it is 7:01. Rebecca, as you guys know, her current state is hungry all the time. There's Popeyes over there, so I don't want to keep her sitting here much longer. We will see you guys next week. I'm going to plan a heck of a show for you guys for the 50 anniversary. We're going to be talking about coyote swaps, and I don't know what the hell else we're going to do. We'll have to think of a cool giveaway or something. But make sure you like, share, subscribe, all the YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, all this fun stuff. We will see you next week.
And Carter wants to say bye.
And Carter wants to say bye. Come on, Carter.
Bye. No,
They can't see you
You
yet.
gotta come all the way over here. Come between
Come
us.
Can I borrow?
You want to borrow my mic? Jesus.
Okay, wait.
Here you go. Here you go. All right. Say goodbye.
Bye, and I was supposed to say the part, or like, share, and subscribe.
Oh.
Okay, bye.
Oh, he's gotten so confident.
Well, yeah.